Prof. Prof.
I wanted to take it back real quick to why we're all here. Because contrary to popular belief, we actually are here. Popular belief. That's all we're here for. Y'all can hear me? Popular belief. Skinny said he can't hear me. Michael, hi everyone. Michael's in the house. He said, "Can I be a amigo too?" You already. Michael, hi everyone. Michael. In fact, we have a famous clip that I don't have uploaded that I have right now. Keith, do you have that clip? We have a famous clip.
Are you? Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know if I'm echoing or if you are. Are you? Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know if I'm echoing or if you are. Are you? Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know if I'm echoing or if you are.
Let's do.
Are you? Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know if I'm echoing or if you are.
Let's do. How about now?
Are you? Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know
Echoing?
if I'm echoing or if you are.
Let's do.
I can still hear it. Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know
Echoing?
if I'm echoing or if you are.
Let's do.
I can still hear it. Hold on. Before we do our, I don't know
Echoing?
if I'm echoing or if you are. I can still hear it. Before we do our, I don't know.
Echoing?
Yeah, now it's looping. I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm gonna try that.
No, it's everyone else.
And now it's
me.
looping. Oop. Muted.
How about now?
Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
I
Muted.
can't, but I never can.
Oh, I hear it again. I hear me again. Can I hear you? Me again. I'm going to test this and see if it's me.
Are you echoing? Talk.
Hello. Echo.
Are you echoing?
Hello. Echo.
Are you heard it?
Yeah. Hello.
I'm a total professional, guys. You heard it?
Yeah. Hello.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to close my whole browser.
I'm
a total professional, guys. You heard it?
If you complain about the audio at all, I will mods ban them. Ban them if they complain about the audio. I'm sick of this. I'm a 49-year-old man and I'm mad about my audio. Did you guys hear that? I'm sorry, that was embarrassing. This is a family program. You guys are in for a treat today, though. I'll tell you that much. We're going to get to the bottom of a lot of bottom. And I got to tell you, I don't know what the fuck that juror interview was, but
How are we doing?
we're going to test. I think we're good.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
Hallelujah.
Holy.
Hey,
y'all,
we made
this is not the new and improved Mean Girls, by the way. Like, we lost Luke
Quick
and
question.
Jess.
Did you get a notification that someone was trying to like log into your YouTube stuff?
No.
Okay, all right. Because that's just kind of been happening a little bit here and there. No big deal.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And today, in general, has been fucking wild. Like, just in general in my life, I have been all over the place, like running around with like a chicken with my head cut off. And so shit happens. We're doing our best here. But anyways, welcome to the show and thank you so much. And I love you all. Hi, Spooky. Hi, All Eyes. Hi, Post-Punk Mama. Hi, Unindicted, Critical, Streets, Candy. Oh my god, everyone is here. Skinny. Oh, Indie Cindy. I love you all so much. Okay. We have a lot to talk about. And I'm supposed to do a watch party for the gubernatorial debate later.
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in politics, guess what?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's start from the beginning. Let's start really why everyone is here, why Prof is here listening right now. We had a lot just happen. And when I say we, I mean Keith, honestly, but I feel this, nothing happened to me. All right, let me make that clear. Keith was very like violated. Nothing happened to me. And I say violated in my mind, like in my opinion. I'm not saying he feels violated. I'm just saying in general, like when what happened, I started freaking out because this online shit is stupid and pointless, and we're not here to argue back and forth with a middle-aged man who can't get his anger problems in check. Like, and I'm not even trying to be petty. I shouldn't be fighting with a 47-year-old man. I just even shouldn't be. This is so crazy. This is so wild. And so what we were all trying to do as cranks in general, because the threatening and harassing and bullshit was getting so much on other people, we were like, maybe if we just fucking shut up, they'll shut up, and we can just move forward. Let them do their thing. We'll do our thing. You exist in your YouTube corner. We'll exist in our YouTube corner. But he would not stop. Like, the man would not stop. So sometimes there were things that he would say that would trigger maybe me or maybe Keith here and there, and we would say something. But it was never my intention to like really focus on Prof and, oh, hey, Kristina, because they're not important to me. I don't care about these people. I care about Rick Allen. I care about all the friends I've made that are sitting in this chat room right now. I care about doing whatever it takes and whatever we can do to get Rick Allen out of prison, because he is an innocent man 100% without a doubt. And fuck you for ever trying to say I'm an informant, I'm a fucking cop, I'm a fucking PR firm, I'm an influencer, like all this stupid shit. Like, if you're a sane person, this bullshit is not based in reality. It's like the things he says don't even make sense, okay? So if you're unfortunately one of the people that watches shit and you listen to him and you made a point, I'm sorry, maybe you spend too much time online, maybe you've used ChatGPT too much, maybe you're bored and you need friends, and so you just want to stay with the prof group because you don't have friends. I don't know what it is. But what I do know is I've reached my fucking tipping point when a motherfucker sends his flying monkey to start logging into bank accounts. Okay, Keith, you can take it from here.
Yeah, well, I mean, where it's at right now, attempted login. So I think pretty much I had a very similar experience to Streets. I Wednesday, I want to say last Wednesday, so a week from today, noticed some weird activity. A few of I have like an old Yahoo email that I got a notification from. And I thought it was like, I have a family member who's like kind of like as crazy as Prof, like kind of like as weird, and I thought it was them fucking with me. I'm like, whatever, and then I noticed that there was another email account that had a login from a very peculiar location in Alabama. I don't have any family in Alabama, so that was one kind of major red flag for me.
To be clear, when you saw Hartselle, you didn't even know if anyone lived there. You were just like, Hartselle, Alabama, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, obviously when we said we knew who Kristina was, we knew who she was, but she's very insignificant and I don't care enough to know anything.
That was mostly me. Like,
I'm just saying, like, I know. And then you and I got to talking and I'm like, okay, this is starting to make a lot more sense. And then I just kind of, put it out there. Who could this possibly be? You don't know. Anyways, moral of the story is that, yeah, it's, attempts aren't really like that. No, Candy, I know we need a passphrase instead of a password. I got it. I don't know if you guys can, if you know this, you can call your credit union and you can specifically request that they don't take any kind of information or direction over the phone, because now like people can use like AI to, use a voice. So yeah. And I didn't get like any of the weird phishing emails or anything like that. I just noticed like a complete attempt at, it was first like my emails, and then like I got a flag for my account, and I started to put two and two together, and then I locked everything down. I had the bank take a look at it. I mean, these kinds of things take a lot of time if they have the resources and the time to care about it. Yeah, I mean, you guys can opine whatever you want. I don't know. I just know that like I changed all my passwords yet again. And like, here's the thing. I'm not going to say someone did or didn't do it, but what I will say is
I fucking will.
No, that's fine. But I think like one of the things that I would really love to address is him saying I'll be dealt with. Very, very vaguely saying that I'll be dealt with. And my message to him is I fucking pull hammers with the best of them. So I dare ya. I dare ya. And the one thing, because again, that's not me giving you permission to release my information like you're already starting to with all the women in this community, Robin. But what I will say is you actually put yourself in a bit of a quagmire and you don't even know that you did, because you do this thing where you think you're more intelligent than what you actually are. So if you think we're all public relations, law enforcement, especially from the information that you got that's publicly available online, which first of all, nothing's online about me that I don't want anyone to know, that I don't care if they know or not. I really don't. I really don't. If they want to find it on their own and like absorb that information and have it, great. But the funniest thing is that he's making the assertion that I'm law enforcement. So the quagmire that he's in is in the state of Colorado and in the state that I reside. It is illegal to share personal information and sensitive personal information of law enforcement officers in both states. So he has a choice. If he wants to release all my information and share it, well, if he honestly believes that I'm law enforcement, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Then, he very well could be committing a crime. However, if he does and there's not a crime committed, well, then guess what? If I'm not law enforcement, then your entire theory goes out the window. And you have zero credibility. As if you didn't already before, now you really don't. So, like, we'll start with, like, that sentiment there.
Okay.
And first of all, sorry I'm late, by the way. I was late, guys. I was the reason we were late. I was busy. Well, I was busy collecting screenshots of women because my favorite hobby is to late on in the afternoon, just share it as a post on my YouTube, because I already have one pending restraining order and probably more to come. So that's really tough. But no, listen, here's the thing. I'm very proud of who I am. It's going to be really funny. You guys are going to laugh. And I don't know what he meant by dealt with. I'm guessing it's probably the docs or like whatever. And I'm just saying right now, you get what you put in. Everything comes full circle.
Here's the thing about me. Okay. Like, I don't know if y'all remember. So when I'll give Prof a little meat here, should you say. Because when this all started, honestly, I attacked him first. He didn't know who I was. He had no fucking clue who I was. I started replying at him on Twitter because he was saying the disgusting shit he was saying about people. Okay? And when someone talks shit about people I care about or I have respect for, or I can tell that someone is like very obviously lying, it is in my like first nature to defend that person.
Yeah.
And Prof was saying, oh, these libtards, and that they want to politicize everything. Well, part of me being a libtard is that I have what they call a bleeding heart. So I care about people. Other people. I care about other people more than I care about myself. It's honestly a problem. But that being said, the only way to really fucking piss me off is to fucking set off or go against people I care about. So when he was saying awful, disgusting, horrible shit about people, that is why I started getting in on him, okay? And when it was suggested that maybe we just back off, that's why I backed off. And then this shit happens. And Keith doesn't know for sure who did whatever. But when the location comes back to a library or around a library or a library's IP in the same fucking bumfuck town little bitch lives in, I think it's pretty obvious. So when Oh Hey Kristina was threatening to dox all eyes, as she has been for months and months.
Right.
They finally got to Keith, but they fucking can't get to all eyes. God, they accused some poor innocent woman in North Carolina. So what was I saying? I'm so heated.
Yeah, no, it's fine. And the just kind of the follow up to that. Keep in mind, it never really got serious with you and me until we started asking. Well, it never really got serious with you and me until we started asking what it was that Erica Morse and Christine actually did on the case.
That's another thing, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
yeah, no, okay.
I do want to say too is like I was going after Erica. I had pretty much dropped Prof. I didn't even talk about him except passing to talk shit a little bit. I was focused on Erica Morse because Erica Morse is dangerous and she was close to people in the case. So that's more of an immediate, that's how you fucking know I ride for Rick Allen, because I'm worried about the people that actually I thought maybe had access to Rick Allen or his family or were like making bad decisions or suggesting bad things. That was my concern. The little fucking redhead dude from Colorado. I don't give a fuck. You're weird, but I don't give a fuck. But now I give a fuck. And now I give a fuck.
Erica is a acting party in this case. So when we talk about her, it's because she is party to the case. So, and the other thing, and this is where I'm going to play devil's advocate with you, because you already said attack and go after, and I disagree. I don't think criticizing someone is attacking them. And I think this fucking country is plagued with people who can't take someone going, I don't know if I disagree, or I don't know if I agree with that statement, as a personal attack. We saw it with Lauren Mathias. We see it with Gray Hughes every single time someone types something in his chat. Right. And the list goes on and on and on of people who just cannot not take things personally. I'm sorry. And I tweeted this a long time ago. If you got into CrimeTube, we'll call it, because you expected everyone to believe you and agree with you, you got into this for the wrong fucking reasons. And we see it now. We see it with, like, go look at Amy G's fucking Reddit, where she's going on like Chat GPT subreddits saying, why is my Chat GPT prompt so fucking mean to me?
Shut the fuck up. See? Keith never even showed me this, guys. If you think he just wants to attack women all day, I didn't even know this. What?
No, I know. And, Prof makes a good point about me attacking women. The women, the woman I attack the most is him. Let's be honest. I mean, I see the long red hair and I go, I got to really, really lay a beat down on this one. Okay. She's the one. So, yeah, listen, I mean, it's funny. Everything that he's like trying to do is hilarious to me. Like my favorite thing, and this is for all of you, because he's inevitably he does this. He moved on from Michael Osbrook. He kind of moved on from Ange, but he really moved on from Luke after Luke bitch slapped him in a 3-part video. He moved on from Judge Jessica. He moved on temporarily from All Eyes, and now he's going back and doing some like obsessive Chat GPT inspired Substack series on her, which is fucking like, that's just crazy to me. That's wild. And yeah, and then now we're kind of sitting here, and he's moved on to us, and now he's big mad because I mean, let's be honest, it's he's got quite the history, and a lot of people, I would imagine he could probably get mad when we say it why would someone who doesn't have ties to the Midwest, because again, he's obsessed with dogging the Midwest and that this is apparently just a Midwest problem. Why would a man who grew up in Louisiana and now living in Colorado be so obsessed with the stalking, the use of electronic devices to stalk, and a case that involves a lot of CSAM, when that is very, very parallel elements to the crimes that his own very son committed? Why would a man be so interested in this type of case to where he fixates on it as much as he does? I think that's worth asking. And the second we asked that, and then the second we also asked, why is the defense volunteer work from home investigators pairing up with this kind of guy?
Good fucking question.
And the second we started asking that, now a 49-year-old man is I'm going to go find old social media posts of you from 20 years ago. Cool. I'm going to laugh.
Oh, you posted a screenshot of me when I was fat from my public TikTok that I still have public, that I left up public.
We talked about this. You are not fat. That's crazy to say. That's crazy to say.
Anyway,
you're an Iowa 10. Okay.
I'll take it. Fuck yeah. We love Iowa.
We love
the
thick spugs. Yeah, thick spugs.
Yeah, and I'm still thick, but I've whatever. I lost some weight, but
hey,
still got meat on the bones.
What
and I'm proud of it.
But this is like again, this is like the locus of control is slowly slipping. And it's funny to me, like he throws this uniparty thing out where it's like, oh, well, the crazy rich and Allen Gilters hate me. The people who ride the fence and say, we don't know if he's guilty or innocent, hate me. The people who passionately feel that Richard Allen is innocent hate me. They must, even though there's well-documented evidence, they all don't like each other. They all must be a part of the same organization that hates me. And it's
Wait, real quick, Michael, can we not do this where we give him unnecessary props though? Because he's actually a deviant, and he's actually fucking having people commit federal fucking crimes for him over stupid shit.
Well, I don't even know.
As nice as that may be, and that's cool. Thanks for that. That's great. I don't fucking care anymore because of all the other fucked up shit he's done. You know? Just personally. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's just such a testament to Michael's character that he's still so gracious.
He's such a good guy.
After everything that Robin and Adrian have done to Michael, it's just
he's such a good person. Yeah. He can't help himself, but be fair and balanced.
Yeah.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, I'd probably disagree with you about the BG video because I think that's about as interesting as I have Apophis with the shoelaces. I just don't put stock in either of it. It's just yeah, and also again, he's making the assertion that the video is fake and that it's AI, but he's doing work on it to try to prove something. So it's like, where is your investigative foundation there? It's inexistent. It just is. Hey, I enhanced some audio on this video that I firmly believe to be fake. Oh, okay, cool. I shit my pants and I changed my shirt.
Wait. Fuck. Oh no.
What's up? What'd you lose?
I think it's fucking Prof. I think he's here.
Yeah, Jamie, that's another good question. Who did give him that info? Oh yeah, Monday. We'll get to Adam Bridge.
Yeah, Prof's here.
We'll get to Adam Bridge. We got a lot to unpack.
Hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Why is it not playing? I'll fucking kill somebody. Can you hear it?
It's playing, yeah, I can hear it.
Samantha, you will be mine. Must ingest more fuel.
did I get a message?
Hi, Erica Morse here from Victims News Online and Victims News on Air, back with another tip for stalking and game stalking victims. When you wake up in the morning, let's talk about how you start your day. Please tell me that you don't start your day by reading the negative comments, negative messages.
I am not amused.
The first official return of Meme Girls.
Yeah, that was my little. We don't have Luke anymore in his magic, but that was my little intro into it. I hope he's proud.
Oh, of course he is. Of course he is.
Oh my God, I couldn't even hear it, but I just know it, so I just was laughing on the inside.
Yeah, I mean he is JP's for sure. So Michael says, "Look, even certified assholes can contribute significantly to group effort dedicated to getting Rick out ASAP." I agree with that. I mean, Hella's a great example of that, right? With the whole, I can see the light through the rim of the wheel.
Right.
Yeah, we agree. Assholes absolutely can contribute. My problem is that if you're gonna make the assertion that the video is fake, I don't think an interesting enhancement really helps your argument if you think it's fake anyways. Why are we putting our full faith and trust into that then? Like it either is or it ain't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And then why are you starting to question like the authenticity, and now you want to blame like people that have just been like staunch fucking people like putting in fucking work for Rick Allen, and you just want to try to tarnish their name and say that all this work they've done and all the support they've given has actually been for nothing, and they were just behind this weird fucking, I don't know, psyop or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's because they're big mad that Amy didn't take Erica's bait.
Big mad.
You know, I think they're big mad about that.
So I want to I'm just gonna point out some things. I was copyright struck for a thumbnail picture, so I won't be playing anyone's content today. Thank you. However, I just wanted to directly respond, because instead of just like shooting the shit back and forth, like, no, let me actually directly respond to some of the shit he's saying, right? Okay, says, but I gotta tell you, it's really not so, I don't know what's the word, encouraging to be around here anymore. As you guys all know, I mean, it should be clear to everyone that this place is a ghost town when it comes to Delphi. And without the encouragement and incentives to be here, it's hard to repeatedly be here. Go on and on and on and on and on. So he's kind of calling attention to saying it's hard to be here because it's ghost town, and like he's getting harassed by us, apparently, allegedly. No, he's not. And it's just really hard to be here without like the support. He means financial support. The more disgusting thing he kind of did recently, besides like the obvious having somebody log into Key's bank account or try to, was he then decided to post talking shit about Amy and lying about Amy out of nowhere, and decided to show her GoFundMe post. He didn't say anything about the GoFundMe post, I noticed. Did you notice that? It was just like a screenshot there. But he highlighted parts of it, right? So like how much the goal was, he highlighted. Like it was like 5K or 6K, like he was alluding to. She was asking for a crazy amount of money or some shit. And then something else or other. And then in the comments, someone said some bullshit about whatever. I don't even want to go there. It was disgusting. It was questioning her biopsy. And he commented, no, the support's for her channel. It's right there. The only thing she needs biopsied is her mouth. You're fucking gross, because You're fucking gross. Anyway, she's going through like a health thing. She has other health things now because of it that she has to go through. Whatever. Anyone can have whatever reason they want to do a GoFundMe, right? He should know, right? He should know because he has one. Let me pull it up here. Let me just pull this up. So he has this GoFundMe. And he seems pretty proud of it, which is fine. It just doesn't make sense to me if on your post you're calling out Amy's GoFundMe and saying she's asking for crazy money and it's only for her channel, saying like it's like being dishonest, basically alluding to she doesn't need it, so she's just begging for money type shit. Meanwhile, he has a GoFundMe of his own. It's taking me forever to find. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Found it. All right. So I showed this post. I'm sure you guys, a lot of you have seen it. At first, this was one of the earlier screenshots. It says $20 raised of a $10,000 goal. Okay. And it says legal fees. I'm covering our faces. How funny. Legal fees for defamation. Stand with me against trolling. Okay. So we're harassing him so bad and doing all this terrible shit to him that he needs your money because it's so bad. Okay. All right. Here's the next update. Legal fees for defamation. A stand against cyber stalking. Okay. Reasons changed a little bit. Now it's legal fees for defamation. A stand against he's being cyber stalked. Okay. Now the amount 120 raised. Cool. Target 5,000. Okay. I guess he wasn't getting many hits. Maybe he thought if he lowered the number, it would like get some inspiration. I don't know. So next one, this is the most recent update. The Prof. Support the Prof's podcast, true crime and news. So we just got rid of the whole bullying thing? Was that like angle not working for you? Is it because it was bullshit? And you had no proof? Is it because you start everything and we finish it? So here on the final one that it's still open. It says $1,475 raised of $1,800 total. So he took another dip down. Good for you. So modest. Mark Ellis donated 100. Good old Mark Ellis. So I don't think Mark Ellis is around that much anymore.
Why is that?
I think he had health problems. Right? I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. He had some health issues.
Yeah, I was wondering where Mark Ellis was.
So I hope he's okay, by the way. I hope he's okay. I don't know why he donates to this man. That's his own thing. But now that he is not in Prof's, twice a week live streams and giving him $100 every 20 minutes or an hour or whatever, he was very, very generous with Prof.
Which is, yeah, suspicious.
Weird. Why is an adult man so generous with another adult man? Is it okay, granted he's talking about delphi sometimes, but I mean, like, I'm sorry, what has he actually produced?
Yeah.
What has he done? Oh, wait, sorry, Michael pointed out very astutely that he donated all that memories to the contempt hearing. So he's done that.
He what?
Donated like data to the contempt hearing or some shit. That's what Michael was saying earlier when I was like, can we not like give this loser more credit when he's literally cyber stalking and committing federal, maybe allegedly having people commit maybe allegedly federal crimes. Like,
yeah, Alfred Nobel invented dynamite.
I don't get it. I'm stupid. Oh, wait.
Let's post a picture of Prof from 20 years ago and make him look bad.
Yeah, let's fucking do that. Let's do that. It's so funny that with everything Prof says, there's always a hypocrisy rebuttal to find. So, like you were saying, he before I go there, actually. So the Prof saw this post and he posted about it on his other channel, and he said, like, only a dumb really quick. Thank you, Indy Cindy. You're so sweet. Indy Cindy gave a super chat for $1.99 and says, but Prof doesn't talk about true crime. That's true. I don't fucking knows. But so he shared this post on his other channel because he has me muted and shit. He shared it on his other channel and said, a fool would think that I wouldn't be happy about you sharing my GoFundMe. Please pay me, or please donate to me, or some shit. And I'm like, do you see the comments I made? Let me read it to you guys out loud. I think the age-old story goes, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. I guess while trying to insult Amy, the Prof forgot about his own GoFundMe, or 3, or 4, or did you just keep changing the name, purpose, and sales goal, 10K to 5K to 1.8, the same GoFundMe when no one was helping donate to your grift? Kind of funny, someone accusing Cranks of using his kids, but then there he goes, like literally using his own child on his GoFundMe picture. My child is much older now, but donate to me. I mean,
yeah. What was the defamation case? Did he ever describe? Like, was it him initiating one, or was it someone? It was. I mean, I would imagine it's probably someone taking him to court for defamation. Because what honest thing has he said about anyone?
Nothing.
Yeah. By the way, just check private chat when you get a second.
Oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, I think a little bit of there's a little bit of questions with the.
Oh wait, all eyes.
Yep.
Which thing did Prof contribute to the contempt hearing? Yeah, what was it? Like I didn't know my facts when I was talking about that. Michael, could you be specific? Thank you for all this. What?
Michael just said, old girlfriend of mine used to send all her old boyfriends a Father's Day card, and I kind of love that. I kind of love that. I think I'm going to do that to my friends, but like put their exes.
Can I do my ex-boyfriend?
That's a good April Fool's joke.
Oh, I'm doing it to my ex.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's good. Yes, that is the level of petty I appreciate. You know?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We can get really, really petty too. We're not yet. I think we're gonna wait a little bit to see what he really wants to do, because I think the screenshots are definitely escalatory behavior. I think we're also interested to see how these restraining orders turn out for him.
Yeah, by the way, guys, like there are people actively like seeking out restraining orders on this fucker.
Yeah. And I lost my train of thought. But that's pretty much the essence of it. And when he inevitably moves on to other people after we laugh at everything he tries, because it's generally hilarious, just know this is how you deal with narcissists like this, because it's very a control thing for him. When he feels like he's losing control, that's when he starts blowing the lid off things. Because again, I will emphasize this. It wasn't until we started asking about what Erica and Christine actually did on this case. And we didn't ask for it. I know, again, Michael's been very kind to them. I want to hear it from them. I want to hear their experiences, because when you put yourself out there and you say, I worked so hard on this, no one knows what I went through. I have had threats. I have had people stalking me. You'll never understand. I'm in so much danger. That's why I put a whole YouTube channel together called the Delphi Dirt. I'm inclined to believe, since there's no substance there, that victims news online isn't really about you sharing the news of other victims. It's probably about you sharing the news of you as a victim. And no one's really interested in that. And for all intents and purposes, again, as far as I know, Amy has done much more work on this case than Erica has, because we haven't really heard about the work that she's done, just the trials and tribulations that she's experienced. And the second we started asking that question, and again, Erica is party to the Delphi case. She has expressed that herself. That's when Mr. White Knight came in and said, I'm going to try and make it about me. And he's going to keep doing that with people.
Mm-hmm. And it seems to be, well, let's continue on in these comments. Hold on.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So, basically, in my opinion, I'm sorry, I'm reading from Prof again, his last live that he did. In my opinion, it's the state police of Indiana, law enforcement of Indiana, has an entire contingent of people online, ensuring that this case sticks and that no one discusses the important things. Okay, so he's getting into what he's leading up to us. Basically, it was me and Noe. You guys know Noe, right? It's me and Noe. So in other words, I was the lone wolf out here, right? Guys, forgive me. I wasn't here back then. I didn't join the YouTube community until the trial was starting. So late past, but I'm under the impression Prof was not the first lone wolf out here.
Noe, the one they call Serpico Soap Drop.
Oh,
that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one who relapsed so he can go undercover to tell us that bad people do bad things.
Yeah, he never relapsed, guys. He never did meth again. He was just, or he did, but it was like just to get in prison and talk to important people.
We appreciate your contribution. You're a good soldier.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you're sober right now. Godspeed. And it's just not enough to attack me, okay? It's just not enough. The funniest thing today, I saw that it's Erica and Kristina. Okay, so now they decided that Kristina deserves to be smeared and attacked. I have known Kristina's name and shit for months, okay? When she was doing the All Eyes shit, I looked up her name and shit because I was sick of the threats of her doxing everyone and DB and shit. And like, I'm gonna find them.
Wait, which Christine?
Oh, hey, Kristina. I don't know why she made it seem like it was. Yeah, it's not. So, oh, hey.
Sorry, Christine. I heard Christine.
Yeah, he's talking about her right now. Okay. So, fuck, I lost my train of thought. So he's talking about, oh, hey, Kristina, who, like, I looked up info on when she was doing all her weird threats about All Eyes and DB and shit. Because that in itself, she had already started making weird videos and weird posts talking about all these like conspiracies and All Eyes is this and we're this and blah, blah, blah. She had already been doing that weirdo shit, okay? Come to find out, by the way, that she and Ange used to get along fine. Like she would go in RM Productions and be chill in the chat and be totally normal. And then for some reason, I don't know, maybe like Prof, she didn't feel included enough and decided to let me go over here where I'm getting a little more attention if I just pretend that these people are fucking a psyop or something.
Yeah, the exact same thing Adrian and Kathy Clendenning did.
Right. Like, and Prof, like this all stems from Prof being jealous of women creators who are doing better than him. He feels like in his fucking mental disorders he possibly has, he feels like he's so intelligent. He's done so much work for this community. He's just put in so much time and effort that his channels should be succeeding and doing better than these silly women. Okay, that's what's going on there. And you can really tell he's kind of showed his ass lately, because now Amy wasn't even talking about him. Like, wasn't saying shit about him, wasn't giving time of day. And then all of a sudden, like, full on attacking Amy's channel and her possible cancer diagnosis and her health issues and stuff. And why? Amy seems to have a lot more people in her chat these days. A lot more viewers. She's doing pretty well. She's building well. And steadily. And he seems to be losing viewers.
Seems to be. I think there's a couple lives that he's done where he's actually berated his own chat for going and consuming other people's content, which is, again, we know about some other crime tubers that do that kind of thing, which, again, it's hilarious. And my favorite thing is that I love, he keeps putting what we post on Twitter up, and then people read it and they go and then they find our profiles, and we gain viewership. We have people who start following us. Mm-hmm. And then meanwhile, I don't watch the lives as they actively happen, but people are DMing me telling me he's going from like an average of 130 viewers, and now he's at like I think he's in the 60s, 70s. 60, 70s. And so I'll do it for the kids, but I think it's just, it kind of begs the question, what's going on with that? But it's just so funny to me that, like, I couldn't imagine. I'll never have a YouTube myself. I couldn't imagine bitching at my chat about going to view other people. Like, I don't, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, he's like, well, the channel is suffering. It's because some of you are going over there to their lives.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, are you really that upset?
Maybe be more interesting.
I bet you're the kind of guy that would sit inside of your car when it's getting repoed. Just a vibe. I don't know. You want to get crazy, we'll get fucking crazy, Robin. Because I got a lot of questions about Katrina and Louisiana in 2008. I got a lot.
I have no idea what Keith is talking about, by the way, but that kind of makes it even better.
Keep in mind, I'm law enforcement. I'm law enforcement adjacent. So I got all the fucking connections. By the way, when he does what he's going to do, because he's going to do this because it's a sign that he's losing control. Right. And that's what narcissists do when they start to lose control or the perception that they're not in control of the situation. They blow the lid off the whole fucking place, and they go scorched earth because they have nothing else to control but that moment. So when he does what he's about to do, and you guys see who I am, which, like, if any of you cranks haven't found me yet, I'm disappointed, because you guys are significantly better investigators than not just him, but the people who were assigned to be investigators for Richard Allen. When you see who I am, you are going to laugh so hard. You're going to laugh so hard out how insignificant of a person I am. And again, I'll tell you guys this right now. If you think this is my first fucking rodeo on being hacked, being infiltrated, having my whole identity posted online, you obviously have never been a part of the sports world, and been a part of one of the largest. I have had Ohio State fans log into my account, my old account on Twitter, post heinous shit post my own personal information, my name, my phone number, my address, as if I'm posting it to make it look like I was just volunteering that information.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Not your first rodeo.
I don't give a shit. Okay. I've had people come up and knock on my door. I have not had a suspicious DoorDash delivery. That would be new to me.
God fucking willing. God.
Yeah,
fucking willing.
well, Free Ricky said, I heard Keith is actually Cash Patel. And I got to tell you, Free Ricky, I think he might be the only guy who can outdrink me besides Pete Hegseth. I think we might be there. Oh, by the way, and sorry, I know I'm yapping. While we're on the point of politics, I think it's the lowest IQ take to say that we're politicizing Delphi. We have conservative cranks.
Yeah, if Guy's in here tonight,
we have centrist cranks. We have radical left cranks.
I'm getting there.
And we've talked about this. Like, due process is a universal fucking principle, immaterial to
if you're being right,
correct. So I don't know. Everything he says is just a huge crock of shit, and he's losing control, and that's why he's doing this. And then when he realizes he doesn't have any kind of control or leverage over us, he's inevitably going to move on to someone else. And when he does, you guys reach out to me. I know how to I deal with people like this all the fucking time. I do.
Well,
because I'm law enforcement.
My only concern is not concern. It's not a concern, but he's like literally saying like, I don't know, if he doesn't start making money, like he's just gonna do once a week just drama shows. Like I'm not really in the business of giving disgusting pieces of shit good advice, but your viewership went down when you started focusing on us, because the more you talk about crazy bullshit without proof, like influencers or PR firm or police or
the influencer thing was funny as hell.
Dude, when I was telling Keith, I was like, does that mean he thinks I'm pretty? But then he posted that picture, so I guess not. But
well, no, that's exactly why he posted that picture. He thought it was going to get to you, and then we saw it, and we were in DMs, and we were fucking howling.
Right.
We were fucking howling because it's like okay, great.
Right.
I
still get laid way more than life.
I thought you were gonna go back 20 years, dude. That's when we were skinny. Come on now. Go back 20.
I thought you were gonna pull me up when I was like 15 because I was really thin.
Yeah, and I mean it's so funny. And if he wants to play this game, we will. And I find it really, really funny. And I'll use Osbrook's term, interesting, that the biggest crybaby in this entire community was the one telling us no tears. That shit's funny. That shit's fucking hilarious. And we were in a couple group chats laughing about that. PR firm group chats, exclusive. You guys, some of you aren't allowed in it. It's very, very, very exclusive. It's on Discord. He just posted, said Kaylin and Keith gonna be crying soon. Let him talk. Quack quack. You got fucking nothing. You think again? I've been hacked. I've been miscommunicated. I've been misrepresented. It's nothing new to me.
I'm not fucking scared, bro.
And again, this is the thing that he's doing. He's losing control.
Like, I don't think he understands that I am such an oversharer. Like, you can read that I'm an alcoholic and then I went to rehab and that, I was married and all this shit. You can read that on my Twitter. Just search for the right things. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I literally will tell you anything about me because, well, I have nothing to hide. I am who I am. I don't have any weird shit like in my history, or I didn't fucking raise a stalker and attempted murder.
Wait, hold on a second. You didn't show up on someone's doorstep after you texted their father the whole day? Okay.
No,
okay,
I
okay.
also didn't raise someone that was obsessed with Tanner Horner. You know,
Yeah.
that guy,
Okay.
the death penalty phase that's going on right now.
Yeah.
They
R.I.P.
actually
Athena.
played rest in peace, Athena Strand.
Right.
They actually played for the jurors had to hear the final moments of her life, of
Yeah.
him murdering her in the back of that FedEx van while he sang Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And this individual that he raised, that was his hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Donovan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donovan's hero is Tanner Horner.
So if I really wanted to fucking just be obsessed with Prof and like really just go in on Prof, you know what I'd be doing right now? I'd be fucking airing the Tanner Horner fucking penalty phase every fucking day.
Yeah.
And reminding everyone of a little section of a police report where it details his liking to that person. So don't fucking play me, because like if I wanted to give you that kind of attention, I could, and I'm not.
And you know what's funny? He posted that 15 minutes ago, and I think that was right around the time we were talking about Katrina and the jazz scene down there. So that must have struck a chord.
Oh,
that must have really.
Oh, that was when you brought that up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll have Mark on the show. I don't know.
Oh, is he live? Is he showing us? That'd be cute.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. I would go. Oh my gosh, petty assholes. I'm so sick of them doing it to me. Stop doing it to me. I won't do it to you.
No, I don't. I don't think he is. I think he's busy Googling where Ange works.
Oh my god. And like it's his favorite. And now, by the way, he's said for months that they have all this shit on us, like all this dirt. Oh, just wait. It's coming to be continued. Whatever the fuck. They say they have all this shit. Well, where the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Where is it? Because you say you have all this shit when all you had was posting like what, unflattering pictures of women from their own public social media accounts?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And you know what? Everyone has, I think everyone on the planet has some things in their past that they would consider embarrassing or humiliating. That's the past, right? That's kind of the idea of nostalgia. It's a good feeling or maybe it's a bad feeling. The funny thing about it is that he thinks that that's somehow like, I mean, dude, I'm going to post embarrassing posts of yours from 20, 30 years ago. You think that gives you power over me? When you're a 49-year-old man calling a now retired lawyer a homophobic slur because you can't handle some Malbec, that's like that. You think that gives you power over me? I mean, again, I critical thinker. I am DB. I'm actually DB's mentee. I'm his junior. I'm learning from him. I can make better videos now, not nearly as quality as him, but yeah. But again, hey, the funniest part about all of it is that even a juror took time to say that he fucking sucks.
Dude. And okay, to be fair, guys. All right. You know what? Yeah, let's touch on that now while we're on it. Besides Prof, was there anything else? We'll go back to him when we think about it. Whatever, I have shit to say.
No. My only thing, Bugs, is you know, we'll see what if he really wants to fall into this trap. We'll see if he really wants to do this, and I suspect he does because of who he is. And again, that he's a narcissist, and that if he's not in control, then he'll blow the lid off things. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
Very.
So I'm actually, again, I'm going to make it legally clear. I'm not giving anyone any permission to release any information, but I think personally, I'm going to say it's going to be very, very funny. It's going to be very funny
for us.
Yeah. We all
Ooh.
And I think after he does, after he gets it, the little guy gets it out of his system. I think we should go back and we should do some throwback stuff of like, I got some pictures of me from back in the day. I think you should do. I think we should have Luke. I think we should have Luke. I think we should have a couple people on. Come share. We want to see. Junior cranks. We want to see young cranks.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Hi, classic overthinker. I don't know what happened to my chat on Restream, but I can't like highlight anyone's comment right now.
Oh shit!
I'm bummed because that's my favorite part of our chat. So I'm unfortunate, but I'll try to like shout you guys out and read your comment without pinning it. Unfortunately. Okay. Oh, this was my favorite part that he was talking about real quick though. He was like, we're dealing with a bunch of woke libtards, right? Woke libtards who always sit on their high horse and politicize everything first. All right.
Okay, well, I want to respond to that because again, I'm sorry to our conservative cranks in here, but the thing is that there's this RICO case. We're waiting for this RICO case to land because the number one thing you do when you have a RICO case is you fucking announce it. So what happens then is everyone realizes, oh my God, we need to preserve all this evidence that everyone has on us, and we need to make sure that any witnesses that could testify in this RICO case would keep alive because we don't want to get caught. Anyways, that's neither here nor there, but they're saying that this RICO case could go all the way to the Epstein files. And my response to that is, do you know your boy's in there? Do you know your boy's in there?
Y'all, there's an Urson Boudreaux.
Yeah, there's a Donald Trump too. So you might accidentally become a woke libtard yourself.
Yeah.
If your little RICO case is going where it's going.
Oh, good old Urson Boudreaux. Anyway, what I was gonna say is real quick. I just want to read this, and this is from our good old friend, fucking AI, because everyone else uses it. Why not? True crime and politics are often deeply intertwined, with the genre functioning as a reflection of societal power structures, legal systems, and cultural anxieties. True crime often explores how laws are enforced, who is considered a victim, and how criminals are treated, making it inherently political. Huh. So you would almost say it makes sense that someone's like a little social justice warrior would be interested in wrongful convictions. So unfortunately for Mr. I Love Donald Trump, in this economy, when there's war going on, MAGA doesn't even love Donald Trump anymore. Sorry if you do. I'm really not trying to be an ass.
Yeah, there are a few.
But it's like pretty much everyone has turned around on that guy. But like the whole genre of true crime deals with fucking courtrooms and police, and like they inherently go together. So it attracts people like me, and I do apologize. I'm a little fucking annoying libtard social justice warrior.
Don't apologize. It's your right to be.
I'm not actually sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's actually one of my favorite things about myself.
Yeah.
But because I care so deeply about others, oh no. So yeah, I like that about myself. But like you were saying earlier, we have other people like Guy Vectorman. He's super pro-Trump, and he's one of my besties on Twitter. Love him.
I think Overthinker's a little conservative. I think she's on that Aussie conservative juice a little. I don't want to speak for anyone.
I think Polly is one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think Gilter's. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah,
if Gilter's lean, Gilter.
Well, I mean, Gray Space is here, and it's like look at everyone in like Karen Reed. It's like there are so many people on both sides of Karen Reed who have so many different. First of all, New England's crazy with their politics, right? Because like you have some insane conservatives in New England, and then like that's the origin of the Kennedys. And there's a lot more going on with it than just the example I gave. But when you're a justice warrior, you fight for all kinds of justice, social justice, criminal justice, all these different things. So it's I have conservative tendencies myself. DB is damn Bungie.
Yeah, I was laughing at that one too. Mar says DB is Dan Bungie.
Wait, where is Skinny? Is he here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen him talk a lot.
Oh yeah, he's not making our fucking stomachs hurt from laughing.
Okay, Classic. I didn't want to speak for you. Some of your posts I got conservative vibes with, and I love Classic. I'm not going to engage in politics.
DB is innocent. Anyway,
but DB is innocent of what?
I do want to say though that I personally can separate my relationship with someone from their politics. I know not everyone can, and with everything going on, I understand why that might be hard for someone. But for me personally, I understand that some people are born around certain people in certain places and raised a certain way. I was raised a certain way, that's how I ended up this way, and vice versa. It's all very human. We're all the same. We all fucking breathe the same.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I love you all if you're fucking cool. But if you're a weirdo who raised a stalker and an aspiring murderer, and you're spending your time stalking people and trying to look into their information and log into their accounts and shit, that's very similar fucking behavior to a person you raised. So I think my theory that maybe there's a little nurture and a little nature going on. I'm just saying. Anyway. Oh, here we go. So now he's saying they've worked side by side with law enforcement since before the Delphi murders. That's the cranks.
Would you like me to comment on that?
No.
Okay, I just listen. You guys are gonna laugh. You guys are gonna laugh when it comes out as to the accusation being made there versus the reality is going to be the most biblically fucking hilarious thing.
Yeah, he thinks he's playing games with these words, oh, I know the truth, but we know the truth too.
Yeah,
and we know absolutely. That the truth is not what you're making it out to be.
It's just funny.
Oh, I know the truth. Okay, but we know that truth isn't what you're saying it is. So we have nothing to worry about.
And listen. The only reason you guys, I don't put my first and last name, or anything about me beyond my first name, which I'm very, very, very proud. I'm very proud of Ku Klux Kristina that she was able to finally be a part of a team that after 15 months of me going back and forth with you guys, you finally confirmed that my first name was actually Keith. Very proud of you. Good job.
Oh yeah. Why didn't they tell the breaking news?
I know.
Your name.
Hey, am I a Freemason? Am I? We'll see if they get past that. We'll see. It's gonna be this is gonna be so funny. But anyways,
Polly, you're cool.
When they say law enforcement adjacent, I want you guys before anything is like said and revealed, I want you to just imagine Paul Blart in your head. And I'm going to put this out there right now because we're going to meme me when this happens because it's going to be fucking hilarious. Why you think about Paul Blart. Okay.
Oh, no.
And then if he finds, and we all politically grow, we politically, or we grow and enhance. So if he does find some pictures of me going door to door for Gretchen Whitmer back in like 08. I unfortunately was a lib. Now I'm a little bit more violent leftist. So I'm Antifa.
Is that what he's going to do? Accuse us of being communists?
Yeah. Oh, that would have
next.
the accusation that I'm a communist. That would have dropped fucking hard in 1953. That would have been fucking crazy in 1953.
Fucking
yeah. And the other funny thing is that, like, again, all the publicly available information on me is also like not up to date too, which is also going to be really funny.
Mine too, thank God.
Yeah, right. Like, it's just no. And the only reason I haven't put my first and last name is because we'll see if some boundaries get crossed with. I know he's done this before with family and things like that, and he's probably going to try to justify what happened with Donovan as going after people's families, and that's going to be really, really funny because Donovan actually literally committed a crime and he pled guilty to it. That's documented. We actually have
he's an adult too.
We actually have the article, right?
Yeah.
I mean, someone did a story on that. We don't know. Someone did a story on him. Yeah.
Let me just pull that up.
Wait, DB's a demon rat?
And he's an adult. I want to be very clear. And the concern that I have is why is an individual who was raising someone that however this happened to him, however it happened, it's so sad and so unfortunate. I'm glad no one was hurt really hopefully, God willing, in the process. Why are you, as the father of said person, going on your YouTube platform and exposing chomos? By the way, like, his theory was like somehow that we're just pissed off that who'd he expose? What, Frank Meister or something? I think Frank Meister's shit just came out, like the paper.
Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to expose Shane Kidd's age when he was a donor. Prof was a donor.
He what?
To Shane Kidd's age. We've got the screenshot.
He was a donor?
He was a donor. He bought him a coffee.
Oh, shit.
Talk about Uniparty.
Uniparty? And then you're exposing him? Rude.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, like, exposing him, whatever. But literally, like, your son is dealing with this right now, who you presumably love and want to protect and whatever. I get it. That's your fucking kid. I get it. But, like, why are you going on YouTube on a public platform and doing shows focusing on exposing chomos and talking about fucking pedophiles and pedophile rings? And, like, it's so fucking twisted when you get to the fucking facts. Okay.
Right.
So stupid connection. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm getting hacked. Okay. So there was an article. This was written November 22nd, 2025, updated December 29th, 2025. Former lifeguard to be resentenced for stalking, possessing child porn. A former lifeguard. Hold on. Let me do this differently.
By the way, since we called him out, the coward deleted his post that had our names on it, or he edited it. Yeah.
No way. Okay.
Yep.
Well.
Kind of like when Snay and Streets gave you a link and you didn't go. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Why does he never want to? I would have a conversation with him. Would you?
I mean,
maybe not now. I think maybe it's gone a little too far now. I think now it's a little too much.
I mean, does he want that?
I don't think I'm at a space where when they're like committing crimes against us that I'm gonna have a conversation with you.
Because Amy wanted to debate me and then very quickly changed her mind. And now she's gone.
Right. Okay. So Boudreaux used his second, is this the right one? Okay. Boudreaux used his second job as a food delivery driver to stalk the youth at his family's home, the affidavit states. Boudreaux was ultimately charged with stalking and with multiple counts. Oh, sorry, I'm not. With multiple counts of child sexual exploitation. Each of the latter counts alleged that between March 13th and 20th, 2023, Boudreaux possessed sexually exploitive material, a video. He ultimately pleaded guilty to a single count of stalking, causing emotional distress, and to one count of sexual exploitation of a child video, according to court records. Boudreaux received a deferred judgment with 6 years of probation as a condition. Under it, Boudreaux was required to complete all terms and conditions in order to avoid a formal conviction entering. His probation officer alleged in September that Boudreaux violated several of the conditions of his probation, and prosecutors moved to revoke his probation. The revocation hearing November 10th began with an unopposed request by Boudreaux's attorney to cut the live stream into court because, she said, people viewing a previous hearing on live stream had violated state court rules by recording it and also allegedly used the information to harass Boudreaux's father, which I imagine he'll be saying is exactly what we're doing right now, to harass Boudreaux's father. This is a public record article on the news, okay? Daily Press was then unable to access the hearing via the telephone option until the hearing resumed in the afternoon. The court heard from Boudreaux's treatment provider, as well as a caseworker from Advantage Treatment Centers, the community corrections facility. The caseworker said staff at ATC discovered a journal in Boudreaux's locker that contained concerning information. Over objections from the defense, the witness said what concerned staff was descriptive writing about kidnapping, murder, and pedophile rings. Sounds a little familiar.
Just a little bit. Just slightly on a theme here.
The man said he only skimmed a few pages, made a copy, and sent it to Boudreaux's treatment provider and probation officer. A meeting followed, during which Boudreaux said the writings were somewhat fantasies based on real events. That part fucking terrifies me.
Yep.
Boudreaux had only been writing in the journal when he first arrived at ATC. The caseworker said under cross-examination, and he had also once praised Boudreaux for taking accountability for his actions in the underlying case. Further, Boudreaux had been in compliance with ATC in 2024, attending treatment, therapy, getting a job, and obtaining permission to join Alcoholics Anonymous. So that's all very good.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. But he was terminated from his treatment on September 11th of this year. That was 2025. Treatment was one of the required conditions of probation, and Boudreaux was then regressed from ATC. Probation officer Melissa Hall sought revocation because of that, and also because he accessed YouTube as part of a job searching when a condition of his sex offender intensive supervised probation stated that he would not access or use commercial networking sites unless approved in advance. He was working on was doing conditional release and staying with his father, by the way. Probation officer Melissa Hall sought revocation because of that. And also, Public Defender Virginia Lyon argued that YouTube was not specifically listed in Boudreaux's probation conditions. Those conditions define commercial social networking sites as an internet website or mobile application that allows users, through the creation of internet web pages or profiles or other similar means, to provide personal information to the public or other users of the internet website or mobile applications. Offers a mechanism for communication with other users of the internet website or mobile application, and has the primary purpose of facilitating online social interactions. I mean, we all are talking on YouTube right now. Hall recommended revocation and that Boudreaux be resentenced to the Department of Corrections. Deputy District Attorney Stacey Haas argued on November 10th for the same, citing the testimony that he had been regressed from ATC and discharged from treatment.
Wow.
Wow. What's everyone saying in chat? Just comments.
Yeah, we should have a couple.
Lyon said it wasn't that straightforward. Boudreaux only wrote in his journal when he was starting treatment at ATC. A single therapy session does not cure anyone. That is true. When a person enters a specific treatment, it is because there have been troubling thoughts, she said, calling it insincere to hold up as an example of failure the journal that her client wrote while in jail at the very start of his treatment. Boudreaux was so diligent in attending sessions that, unlike others, he didn't duck out when they were rescheduled, and it was working, the attorney said. This is his attorney speaking, to be very clear.
Yep.
He also saw additional therapy and AA, which was not required. He secured employment and paid all fines and fees. Lyon also said it is possible to use YouTube without interacting at all with another user. Boudreaux was said to have been searching YouTube, not communicating with others through it. So that must be provable. So let's be fair. Further, there was only nebulous information that he had been using it to look at other jobs before being approved to do so. Okay, so they're saying the attorney is alleging that he used it maybe before getting full permission to, I guess.
Yeah, I think his attorney is saying he didn't use YouTube for any nefarious reason other than to look for a job, and he didn't interact with anyone. And the I guess the county is saying, yeah, he still used YouTube and he needs express written consent to do so.
Right. Okay. So the court does not need to revoke probation because the violation has been found, Lynn said, arguing for it to be reinstated. She said Boudreaux spent a year being more than compliant with not a single violation except for throwing away a cleaning bottle at ATC when he had an allergic reaction. Instead of informing someone, Lyon said he has proved over and over that he proved himself that he wants help. Contrary to treatment testimony, he isn't a psychopath, said Lyon. Haas said attending meetings or AA was not the issue. The journal contents were disturbing to many people on many levels. And his own adverse childhood experience does not excuse writing about child sexual assault, child prostitution, or homicide. His own adverse childhood experience. That could be from many things.
Yeah, a lot.
It could be a lot. A lot of people have horrible experiences from all types of people in their lives that get close, and yeah, could be anyone, okay?
Interesting to include that, though.
But it's fucking concerning, okay? It's just concerning when the same person that raised him is using his time going on YouTube to stalk and harass
100%.
Especially women.
While there's apparently, according to his own post, pending restraining orders against him, and I don't care who you are. And I mean, the guilters hate me. The ragers hate me. Not to the level to where they're trying to get restraining orders against me because, well, I'm not out here posting pictures of them on my YouTube.
Streets, I don't have proof of that. So
yeah. If you want to say that, that's great. I'll wait till I see a document on it, but
right. Okay. So anyway, very fucking concerning. Okay, so he's writing about child sexual assault, child prostitution, or homicide. And these are based on semi-real events, he said. Reminder.
yeah, from his own adverse childhood experience, right? That's what we're gathering from it. Or what he's talking about.
Yeah, I was. It could be from his child experience, I guess. I was kind of worried he meant he might have experienced these things in real life already. I fear that was likely not his first victim.
Right.
It was a little advanced.
It might, maybe. I think when you're that, if you look at the actual case file, it's pretty bold for it being your first time, but I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Anyways, sorry. I'm going to stop pulling this up because this shit's sickening.
Right. The disturbing information caused him to be discharged from treatment, and the bottom line is he was required to complete that treatment. Senior Judge K.J. Moore looked at what the preponderance of evidence proved. Although Boudreaux had done well for a time, following rules and earning privileges such as cell phone use and having his GPS monitor removed, she found the journal concerning. Moore said that when the treatment provider asked Boudreaux about it, he became hostile and said it was just a story. He kept possession of the journal after he stopped writing in it, then had a poor reaction when confronted, she said. It was clear to her that although a person can be very cooperative, that is not necessarily the same thing as making progress in treatment. Moore saw a lack of progress because Boudreaux kept possession of the journal and became angry when confronted. What he was actually viewing on YouTube was the important factor, and he had stopped following rules when he began using it to look up jobs without permission. Moore found that Boudreaux had violated probation and revoked it. He is to be resentenced. I don't know how much time he's got, do you?
What's that?
I don't know how much time he got resentenced to. It doesn't say.
I'll have to check. I think he's up for parole in July.
All fucking ready?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Ugh.
Maybe we'll have him on the show.
Dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the theme is scary people can still do scary things, and their scary relatives can still be scary. Listen, I've got scary relatives too.
And I will leave it all there. Person.
Yeah.
And I will leave it all there. And I will leave it there. And I'll never fucking say anything about it again. If he wants to chill the fuck out.
Well, and there's a lot more.
I know there's a lot more.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm chill to stop if you stop. I'm just saying. We don't need to do any of this. This is fucking crazy. Anyway. Okay, enough of that. I think we made our point. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, it's always scary when some guy is going back on old social media posts and posting pictures of women on his YouTube, especially when he's nearing 50. You know, Kristina wants to post whatever about me. Whatever, girl. I hope you have the birthday you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'll say is, you know, I think it's a different element with him, and I think he's getting a little bit off the rocker. But again, I maintain it's a narcissist who's losing control. He's losing control of his channel. We see that through the way he's e-begging, the way he's berating his own chat. Someone goes in and even says, hey man, your audio is off. And he's telling his mods to ban them. This is on a much tinier 5'6" level. This is the same way Gray Hughes' channel is slowly diminishing into nothing. And then Gray will sit there and say, well, where is everyone? Well, how come I have all these subscribers and I don't have any viewers? And it's like you are the way that you are. So
fucking an asshole.
Yeah.
And same to you, prof. Like, just stop being an asshole. Maybe that would do you some good.
In life, not just on YouTube.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah, stop being an asshole. Okay, so we do want to talk about.
Your mic fell, girl.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit. Hold on. Don't ban me. One more time.
How?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we did want to talk about, I do have, I'm supposed to start a watch party for the gubernatorial thing, but I'm going to do that after this, okay, when we're done with this, because honestly, not that many people are going to go in there. It's fine.
Well, no, I wasn't agreeing to that. I was agreeing to continuing. Okay,
like
I didn't want you to think that. Yeah, I was going to be a chatter. I was going to.
That's
Jesus,
right.
you don't want to have me on live when we're talking about debates. I will fucking freak out.
Okay. So we do want to touch on this. I'm not going to air anything from this interview. We are just going to talk about things we noticed. Now, Oksana,
I'll link it at least.
Please do link it. Yeah, we do want to link it. Oksana was at Richard Allen's trial.
Right.
And Oksana says from her notes that she took about juror number 5, it checks out that this is really the juror. Okay. So just want to say that first. We're going to link it, but essentially the other creator, Frank Meister, who is Gilter, he interviewed a juror who says they're juror number 5. And it was really hard to get through because it's so angering. I'm going to piss people off right now. Or I'm going to piss people off when we talk about this because I'm just going to be very fucking blunt. We're dealing with not great intelligence in this situation. After hearing the younger one, this one, you guys can make up your own mind. Go watch his interview and go listen for yourself. And you be your own judge. And yeah.
I linked it.
I'll link it. Okay.
Linked it. Good old Shane Kid's age.
So things I took notes on.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed was this juror said that the defense didn't do well enough proving confessions were because of mental health, but all they did was talk about his mental health.
We call that cyclic thought.
That was just odd to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. His first confession, this is an ongoing one, guys. And if you listen to this interview, you know. His first confession came 19 days after his arrest. My notes say, bitch, when? Ain't no where, no how that man fucking confessed 19 days after he was arrested. Show me the proof. No, don't show me the proof. You were the juror, bitch. And I'm going to use this language because we're being so frivolous about someone's fucking life. And, I didn't love that the host was fucking trying to put blame on the wife and the daughter. But, no, the fuck he didn't. No, the fuck he didn't. Anybody, live chat, can you all, for me, enter, if you know, the date of Richard Allen's first confession? If you know, please say. I do believe there's a little bit of a delay, though. So while we wait for that, Keith, your comments?
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm back.
Oh, my bad.
Let me tell you why I was gone real quick.
Uh-oh, okay.
No. So there's this thing that happens every night. Like I love my girlfriend. She goes to bed at like 9, right?
Yeah. Aw.
So we have 2 dogs. One we found on the side of the road in Dayton, Ohio, and we took him in, and ever since then he's been like my dog. And she's been trying to like bond with him and everything. So she'll take the dogs to bed with her when she goes to bed. I'm a night owl. I stay up till like 3, 4, but I'm also an early bird. Like I'll be out at 6 or whatever. Probably about an hour after he's in the room, he will come up and he'll like paw at the door and like scratch the door because he wants to get out. And I live for the time that he actually like does that, because like he misses me and he wants to be with me. But I also don't have the heart for like my girlfriend to know, so I always sneak him back into the room. So right, so
this is so cute.
That's what I was doing. He was pawing at the door, so I
adorable.
came and got him. So sorry, that was the hold up.
No problem. Really quick, Polly wanted us to comment on him also having a Chomo brother. That is true, by the way. Real quick.
I gotta see. I don't know. I think, didn't that come from Gibbo?
I think no. We saw like the article about it, or like we saw like his picture and shit.
Someone linked me to all that because I want to see that with my own eyes. I
Allegedly.
The last time I remember seeing it, I think it came from Gibbo, and I obviously disagree with a lot of things regarding Gibbo. I think some of the stuff he does is kind of fucking funny, right? But other than
me and Gibbo are chill.
Again, he's an example of how if you're not a colossal fucking asshole, people can politely disagree with you. So
right, and they have no skin in the game anymore. Richard Allen is in prison, so
yeah,
they got what they wanted. So it's easier for them to not be as hostile, I imagine.
Right.
So I haven't experienced hostility, at least I have, don't get me wrong, but like Gibbo is my dude. Anyway.
Yeah, but again, I'm just not like, and again, no offense to Gibbo, I'm just gonna probably wait until I see that come from someone else than him to put stock into it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
I understand. I understand that everyone has very colorful histories around here.
It's nothing personal. It was like, I wasn't trying to shit on Eye of Apophis, but I just don't agree with the shoelace theory with Abby. Sorry, I don't. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I just don't agree with it. I just don't. I think she had a rat's nest on her shoes. She had extra long laces that were tied, and I think things got loose and laces fly around. I also happen to disagree with Amy on that. I again love Amy. I don't,
right. I also don't agree with that.
I disagree with Quester more than I like to say. I'm not in the chat as much about it. Sorry, Quester, love you, but shit. I don't know.
And that's fine. We can whatever. We can all have different beliefs and things. We all have our different white whales in this case. We all have our different angles. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so moving on though, back to this juror interview.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, I did too. All Eyes made a comment that I pinned. Was the juror also at the 3-day hearings? Because that is when Harshman said Ari confessed to Kathy on November 14th. But that's not true. Correct? No, it's not. That was never entered into evidence.
Yeah.
And why is a juror aware? And why does a juror keep saying he confessed 19 days after his arrest when that's not true and that was only heard in a random 3-day hearing?
Right.
That's weird.
Well, it was the same thing as her claiming that the defense was trying to make it all about a cult, and it's like, okay, well, you didn't clarify if you learned that after the fact, and it sounds
She
like
must have.
she must have. I hope so.
Yeah.
The way she was posturing it, though, it made it seem like she was factoring that into the overall evidence that was provided and testimony that was provided that led her to that verdict. Like the way this juror's dumb. I'm sorry, but I really have one message for this juror, which is fuck you. I don't care. I'm not here to be nice to jurors. I think
Right.
I'm gonna pop off for a second, okay?
No, go.
Because juror number 5, Lucy Liu, starts out by saying she got summons in the mail and didn't have any idea what the case was, but she normally assumes those get dismissed before she even goes, which is very interesting because that's not really at least how the court system. I don't know about Indiana, so I'll be fair, but in the state of Ohio and the state of Michigan, summons you typically show up for, and then things get decided. You can fill your questionnaire out during the mail, but that doesn't necessarily mean unless you're like literally writing, I hate all cops and I was personally victimized in the same manner as whatever your case is. Which believe you me, I made the mistake when I was like 22 years old. I tried to do something like that to get out of jury duty. I don't advise it. Just go and say, hey, this is not what I want to do. And I don't have the means to do this. Anyways, I thought that was odd. Kristen asked, were there any simple questions hard for you to get through? Which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Oh, bro.
Okay, because that's like that kind of set the tone of the whole video. Then they said, what were your thoughts on when you got picked? The juror said, I was just numb. This is unreal, which it's like, okay, you just said you had no idea what the case was. So how were you numb and how is it unreal?
Cook, Keith, cook.
Well, no, and then, okay, so the juror thought the death penalty or didn't know if the death penalty was on the table or not, which I thought was kind of fucked up. Like, how are you a juror in one of the highest profile cases in the history of Indiana? You don't know if the death penalty is on the table or not. I'm not a lawyer, and Osbrook's in the chat. Maybe he could tell us. I'm pretty sure that was in the jury instructions that it wasn't. Okay, so and then Shane said he feels like the death penalty should have been on the table, but life in prison is just as worse, which is also just a fucking hilarious. Like these are the people that are arguing that Rick Allen's guilty. Someone who says the phrase "just as worse." Like you cannot make a comparative statement and throw in a adjective. Michael, is it in the jury instructions whether or not a case is a death penalty case or not in the state of Indiana?
Bro, like it was painful.
Sorry, I'm like halfway through my rant, but I'm gonna fucking speed run it. I think just as worse is gonna be like our new phrase.
Just as worse.
Me and Skinny. It's just as worse. Listen, the guilters are just
by
as
the
worse.
way,
yeah.
But right, just as worse. Some of them have been treated me way better than Prof has ever treated me. All right.
Yeah. No kidding.
I guess Prof is saying in his chat that he's gonna fucking ruin us on his next live. I guess it'll be Friday. Guess what I'm not gonna watch? Here's the thing. I'm a lady of a certain age. I'm 38 years old. I know I don't act it sometimes. But I know how to avoid nowadays in my old age. I know how to avoid getting like triggered or care or, you know, whatever it may be. I just don't watch the shit.
Yeah.
I just don't listen to it. And no one comes to me to say, no, because I don't fucking care. You could say whatever you want because I know what he has. I know there's no truth to it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have a feeling he found something about a family member of mine who is of tyrant in my family. Granted, not a pedophile, so hasn't done anything anywhere near bad as that. But my favorite thing about it is like I hope I'm not gonna say I hope he does, but I kind of hope he posts some specific things that are actually like really, really sad, like some things that I had to go through, because it will display that I am in my 30s. And I already know now that I've suffered more than he has. I've been through more in my life than he has. I'll tell you that right now. And I know that because he's knee-jerk like having a reactionary knee-jerk incident or episode, if you will, to a couple of words that were said about him on the internet. And when you react that way, that tells me that you haven't really lived a tough life. You know what I mean?
I mean, if what we were doing before is harassment and stalking, clearly not.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Which I'm not saying anything about Katrina. I want to see what he posts. Also, I still got to talk to some people. It all depends on what you have to do with it.
I feel like I already know. That's great. Okay.
Yeah, Jamie, look, Keith, we like you because of the way you treat us now. Listen, that's the theme, is that he's threatening to go back 20 years. He said, like, did he say 30 years or did he say 15, 20 years?
20, I think.
Okay.
I'm not, yeah. Like, what has he got on me when I was 8?
Right. Or like when I was a teenager, and
my mom's an alcoholic, guys.
Right. Yeah. We don't even want to get into my mom, dude, because it's just. I'll be straight up with you. I have 2 parents who should have never had kids. We can talk about that all later. Honestly, it's going to be fucking.
Literally, he came out with some real life shit.
What's that?
I mean, if he came out with some real life shit, which he would have nothing that I would like be ashamed of or care about.
100%, right?
Because I probably said it already.
Yeah.
I would just get on here and tell you the full story and the fucking juicy details. I love talking about my life.
Oh my God. I just, again, depending on what he posts, it's going to be so funny. Like I love it.
And by the way, before anyone gets it, I saw the penis of a would-be governor that's no longer going to be.
Oh, stop! Stop. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that.
Anyway,
I have seen the penis of a would-be governor because I took a pee earlier today, and I had dreams of being a governor. I wanted to be a governor one day. All right, I want to get back into this juror because this was like some of the funniest fucking shit I've ever heard in my life. So anyways, other than Justice Worse, Kirsten from Behind the Crime Door, which please tell me what a crime door is, Kirsten. She starts to lead this juror and with the classic like guilt or fucking lines like, did you know he started going crazy after his discovery? And that he wasn't going crazy and being medicated until after he saw his discovery. And I will again challenge you to my fucking grave. Why didn't he go crazy after the Jerry Holman interview? Why didn't he go crazy after the Tony Lick'em-Low Liggett interview with Steve Mullet over Mullins? I'll think of something better for Steve. Don't worry. We'll get you taken care of, buddy. But that's my challenge. Why the fuck didn't he freak out and go fucking crazy and completely go AWOL after Holman showed him a picture of a dead girl's foot with a unspent round next to it? Please answer this for me. Okay, his vehicle captured on the Hoosier Harvester camera and he says, okay. And this was like one of the biggest things for the juror, right? Like she was like, oh, well, they showed him a picture of his car on camera and he said, okay. First of all, that would probably be my response because what am I looking at? I'm looking at a fucking Tetris game. There's so many pixels in this godforsaken fucking picture, and they're acting like this is something that was taken out of a deleted scene in CSI. Shut the fuck up. And he actually said in the interview, he pointed at the picture and said, you want me to say that that's my car? That's what Rick said.
I know. Here's the fucking thing. Here's the infuriating thing. I have to be realistic. We are fucking listening to every word that's coming out of every fucking person's mouth in that interview, and we are watching the mannerisms, and we are paying attention to the words that he is using because we know that man is innocent. And when they are just hearing it in a juror as a trial, they're not fucking paying attention to the fucking
Mary.
words.
Oh shit!
They're not paying enough. They're not paying the kind of attention that someone like us are paying attention.
Yep. Okay, here we go. Defense argued about the headphones. Anybody with the juror, I would love for a follow-up interview so the juror can explain to us. Anybody with common sense knows it's proven when water gets in your phone, it's like ghost touching. What is ghost touching? There's a Daniel Tosh joke about ghost fucking where he jokes about how when Michael Jackson died, they made a hologram of Michael Jackson, and then you could pay an extra fee for him to go behind the stage and ghost fuck your kid, which is a hilarious joke, by the way, if you're as dark-humored as me. I love Daniel Tosh. Anyway, sorry. What is ghost touching? Please explain that to me. I don't remember Cecil Googling that. I really, really, really need some explanation with what ghost touching is. Hashtag, where is page 8? Hashtag, what is ghost touching?
What is
and then he told me he took the back way out, which explains why nobody's seen him leaving. And then he told me he took the back way out, which explains why nobody's seen him leaving. Excuse me, are you telling me Sarah Carbaugh didn't see Richard Allen on 300 North? Is that what you're saying, juror number 5, Lucy Liu? Hold on a second, my dog's chewing on something. I gotta figure out what it is before I have a $3,000 vet bill.
You go do that. Okay, so I'll start on some of my notes while he does that. So the 19 days thing she uses over and over again, which is crazy because we all know that his first confession didn't happen until like April. Okay. So, and he was arrested in October. Got it? Everyone know that's not 19 days later? Got it. And then as always said in the chat, they played that recording that Harshman at the 3-day hearing said was a confession to his wife on that date. That was 19 days later. They played that recording at trial and it did not say what Harshman said it did back at the 3-day hearings. No one who only heard it at trial would call it a confession because it's not a confession. Okay, just to be clear there.
Correct.
One more. His confessions came before the Holodoll. He didn't get that till later. Hold on. His confessions came before the... why am I Southern? Okay, he didn't get that till later. Thank you for pointing that out, ma'am. His confessions came before the Holodoll because he was already in psychosis. Because
Correct.
The confessions were coming because he was losing his mind.
Correct. And
because he got involuntarily injected with Holodoll because he was fucking in psychosis and going crazy.
Correct. And according to Frank Meister, he wasn't medicated yet, which means because he wasn't medicated, that automatically means in their pea-sized brain that he wasn't already psychotic and in a state of psychosis.
When you're fucking medicated, you're not supposed to show symptoms.
And also,
holy fuck.
I am sure whatever medication Prof is taking, there were things that were happening leading up to him needing to be medicated, right?
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would imagine that's the same.
There's no way he's medicated right now.
No.
No.
Self-medicated.
No
okay.
You
got more?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He said, I'm not crazy, I'm just acting like it. When? Anybody got a fact check on that? No? Okay. Oh, but when she looked into it more, when they asked her about this, she commented, I'm sorry, this was the co-host. Let me rephrase. Okay, so the co-host said, didn't he say something like, I'm not crazy, I'm just acting like it? And she, the juror, said, maybe it was the keepers. Oh! The keepers. Who were the keepers? His little prison inmate buddies?
Yeah, the learned guards.
The guards?
Yep.
With the Odin patches? Very trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna get over the ghost touching thing. I don't know. I don't know.
I have a lot more. If
there was a ghost out there that shook the shit out of Betsy Blair, and that's why she had to go to the library.
That's why she can't see cars, but she can see people the right way.
Here's another classic one. The idea that the girls were taken and brought back is ridiculous because there was blood at the crime scene.
Oh, you can tell by the blood pools that.
What did she say? The coagulated blood. The fuck. What was the word? Fuck. What was the word?
We weren't there. We didn't see all the evidence, Keith.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, I've been to the scene before, buddy. So have a lot of cranks. I think Fiend has.
Maybe the one she was talking real shit about. Maybe not. I don't know about that one. Who knows?
Julie Melvin.
Love that she was talking.
Amy was there. Amy's been there. I believe Michael's been there. Yeah, a lot of people have been there.
Yeah.
I can only speak for myself. I've been there.
I live in California, guys. Give me a break.
We should do a fundraiser to get you out there.
Yeah, fundraiser to get you out to Delphi.
I love Kristen asking, do you think the people who think it's a cult did this to the girls are trying to get their 15 minutes of fame? I don't know. Do you think someone who's having a juror that's off camera on their YouTube channel are doing it for their 15 minutes of fame? Or perhaps your buddy who totally did a totally real, believable interview with a juror, some random dude in Chicago who was oddly suspiciously covering regional high school girls softball, all of a sudden just took an interest in the teenage homicide of two girls. I don't know. There's like a trend of dudes who are older and like interested in this case and their backgrounds. I don't know. Something that was new to me is that she said there was something presented about, I must have missed this in Kathy's interview with him running over the cell phone with the lawnmower. Oh,
I got clarification on that.
All right.
She did say that. And she 100% fully believes that is to be true. Actually. Yeah. So I mean, you can't make them believe that, but whatever. But guess what? It doesn't fucking matter.
Correct.
Why doesn't it fucking matter?
Do you want me to answer?
Go for it.
Oh no, sorry. I thought you were asking. I didn't know if you were asking or not.
Because he gave them his phone in 2017. And they wrote down the phone info and then they sent it to ISP. It says it right there. But I don't know if the defense lawyers didn't do well explaining that. So
yeah. The juror saying we didn't hear every piece of evidence that they did. We have the transcripts, idiots. So you just convicted a man for 130 years because you couldn't contain your emotions and look at things objectively, like a lot of people who have YouTube channels in this community.
Dude, that was disturbing. I had to go home every day feeling defeated, and I had to look at the families. And like, okay, yes, I understand that's sad, and we all want to see justice in scenarios, but why is it not important to get the right guy? Why is it not important to people to get the right guy and not just a guy?
Why aren't we looking at things objectively instead of going, I feel bad for the family, so I'm going to, whoever the police put on the stand, I'm going to they're done. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, hey, I mean, you can literally, I don't know if people know this, you can look at the family and say, I'm sorry for your loss. What happened was terrible. And to the whole Delphi community who apparently never had this happen, what happened was terrible and it was terrifying. However, I also think that the police did a terrible job, not just in general, but more to the point to where we're not sure if this is just willful neglect or malicious intent. Everyone has their theories. I think two of those things can coexist. And I think it'd be foolish not to. But like, yeah, absolutely.
You're reading what Michael said.
Yeah, Michael said it was apparently a foregone conclusion that they were going to convict anyone sitting in the chair Rick was sitting in, just the way it is with horrible crimes. Absolutely. They look at
look at exactly what cost.
Yeah, and that's what this juror displayed with us. It was just like, well, any question about his conviction and their reservations about the case, they just were like, I looked at the family, I looked at the crime scene photos, and that was it. And it's like, what the fuck? The one thing I think, there were two things that like really pissed me off about what this juror said that I took. The first one was about Brittany, about Rick's daughter.
Oh God, that whole part.
I think it's a huge piece of shit move to opine about how Brittany may have felt that day.
It's a whole problem to opine that she was crying because it was true that she was touched by her dad. Because that's what the host said.
Yeah, like did we ever come to the conclusion that maybe she was crying and couldn't make eye contact with her father because she couldn't bear to see what the state had done to a man that she loves?
He doesn't even look like himself anymore.
Dude, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a grown man. If I had seen like my sister, if I had seen them do something like that to her, first of all, I probably couldn't look at her because I'd feel like I failed her.
Right.
You know, Brittany probably carried that guilt. But no, what they did is they took Rick Allen's daughter and tried to turn her against her will. While she's not going to say anything, they try to turn her into a guilter, and that was so fucking low. It was just low.
Mm-hmm. His family. I want to say though that one thing I really liked about this interview, I noticed was the co-host was the woman co-host was very gracious to Kathy and said that she was a victim too, which was, was bullshit. I don't believe she's a victim of Rick Allen, and she's not stupid, and she does know her fucking husband, and all it takes is 3 brain cells to take a look at what you got and understand he's an innocent man. But anyway, I do appreciate that the co-host was at least like, hey, she was married to him, she didn't know him. I don't like the association with Rex Huerman's wife.
Dude,
that lady is fucking weird. We all watched that interview, okay? And we watched the Kathy Allen interview on that documentary, and Kathy Allen is no Rex Huerman's wife, okay?
Fun fact, that was my first of 3 Kate blocks on Twitter, was when I said Rex Huerman's wife was weird, so...
Oh shit! I'm fucking toast.
That was the first Kate block I got.
I'm gonna get blocked. She's gonna fucking rage on
Why are you gonna get blocked?
Oh, because I said she's weird. I said that.
Okay, yeah.
She's fucking weird.
Dude, she like I feel like I'm pretty good on vibes. I would still look at the case objectively, but holy shit, I don't know if I would want to be in the same room alone with her.
I
know I wouldn't with him.
Odd person, and it's unfortunate because I'm sure that's part of why he chose her. It's like fucking crazy. But Kathy Allen we've seen on a documentary, and perfectly beautiful, wonderful, intelligent.
Sweet pie, yeah.
Right.
Sweet pie. It's unfortunate that people are trying to take advantage of her now, but I will say that while Kristen gave her praise, she did it in a twisted way to make Kathy look like a victim of Rick when really Kathy's a victim of the state. And
true.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. But at least she said, don't put blame on them, his family, that they're victims too, even though I didn't like that necessarily, but it's better than the other two, the juror and the other host.
Yeah. Which makes that even more fucked up because they're sitting there going, well, don't put blame on them, but we're also going to say that Rick Allen's daughter couldn't stare him in the eyes because she knew what he did.
Or she had to know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, she had to know. And then Shane got up there and said, Well, I'm not a woman, but if I was someone's wife,
Oh, fuck, always fucking truth bomb. Oh, I wish I could fucking highlight comments right now. Always said they actually found evidence of crimes after investigating him in the Huerman case. They did not find any evidence that RA committed any crime of any kind on any day, though, ever.
yeah.
Period.
That's another thing.
Although, according to this juror, his fucking internet searches were part of
and
it.
Kristen was driving that home too, and was saying like,
shit.
"Oh, his search history's so." Oh my god, no, it's really not.
It's
like,
really fucking not.
Have you
seen Tanner Horner's search history?
Have you seen Robin Boudreau's search history? Listen, okay, and then here's like, other than the typical Gilter talking points, he placed himself in the bridge at the same time. He said he wore the same clothing, even though he fucking didn't. You dumbasses. The part that pissed me off, I think, the most is that this juror said that and again, because we're this fucking society we live in, people just assume intent, right? They don't seek to understand, they just assume intent. They said that they tried to make Rick look small and incapable of committing this crime by sitting him next to big ol' Andy Baldwin.
Thank you. I did not too.
Yeah, wait, hold on a second. He sat next to his attorney? That's fucking what a conspiracy. Let me guess, they're all part of a PR firm too.
And he was just trying to look so tiny.
Yeah.
No. The man is 5'4", 5'5".
Yes.
If, according to him, he put 5'5" on a fishing license or some shit, because we always give ourselves an extra inch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, oh god, that was so. I mean, the repeated statements that were just so. You're so fucking simple. You know why you don't get it. You know why you think we're the problem, and we're just it's because we have brains, unfortunately, that function at a higher degree than you just happen to be present with. So unfortunately, we are able to look at things and realize when things are evidence and not evidence.
Right. And like the weight of it too, like, okay, someone confessed, but saying I did it does nothing for me. It really doesn't. Then they get to the safekeeping and Kirsten asks, she kind of, and this will where I give her some credit, because she asked about going to Westville as a pretrial detainee, right?
Yes,
and
she did.
The juror kind of skips,
and she said yes.
Just dodges it, right, a little bit, and then Kirsten goes, "But do you understand why they put him in the prison as a pretrial detainee?" And the juror takes like approximately 10 seconds to go, I guess. Like, are you for real?
I am wondering if she was given some info to use because she didn't remember a lot. Because there were also a lot of times where she's like, I really don't remember. And I'm also, so now hearing about this 19-day later confession happening at a 3-day hearing, I'm like, okay. So someone told her that.
Oh, yeah, that or she did some research. Oh, again,
research.
I mean, she's dumb, and she even knows that Prof is dumb. So I'm guessing that she did some research.
Prof,
yeah.
I know you're still listening. Have you listened to this juror interview? I know it's your best friend that you love and you're obsessed with, besides us. So did you listen? Because as stupid as she is, yeah, she's fucking stupid. Sorry. Not sorry. There's a man fucking withering away in prison for a crime he didn't commit. But
yeah, he's not listening.
Even more stupid.
He's pulling a JP right now. He's pulling a JP. He's like, I will get back at you. You will pay.
He's stupider, one might say. Stupider.
Oh no, he's just as worse.
Just as worse.
What a fuck. Okay, first of all, what a mess that whole interview was. The leading questions, the like, I don't know which was just as worse. The leading questions or like the response that the juror actually gave. I don't know. She sounds like she could be Kristen's sister, and I don't know. It just sounded to me like Kristen might be like, "Hey, can you do me a solid?" Definitely more believable than Trust Me, Tim. So I'll give them credit for that.
Oh yeah. God, that was painful. Yeah. Okay, real quick. I'm just gonna shoot some of mine because I am gonna get over to my debate in 4 minutes. So
I'm gonna get in the chat.
Let me just rattle some final thoughts here. Didn't deny it was his car. Yeah, I did. And that's actually what I said. That's the little details these people just can't possibly pick on because they're so fucking simple.
Right.
Okay. Didn't go give a statement till his wife made him. Not factually true.
Mm-hmm.
His wife said, "Oh, maybe you should go down there. They're asking for people over there." Mm-hmm. She let him know, and he said, "Okay." Anyone knows if water or anything gets it. I'm just going over mine real quick, even though we touched on this. Anyone knows if water or anything gets in the port, it's proven, she said. Bitch, where? It's proven by the Google search? Everyone knows. Everyone knows. So it's proven.
Everyone knows. That's why the state's witness had to go and get on the toilet and pull up Google.
Right. I was so mad. I'm in all caps as normal, and I'm like 19 days after. I'm just sticking with it. Cool. That's not even true. That's not even true. You simple boomer bitch. God, I just go off in my notes. Good question about requesting the video audio. Thank you. They wanted to make sure 100%. Oh, I really applauded Kristen for this question. She asked about why they wanted the video and the audio at the end, which was haunting me. And they wanted to make sure 100%, she says. I fucking knew it, guys. I fucking knew when they requested that shit at the end. And then the fucking, they found they had a verdict. Motherfucker. Unreal.
Yeah. And apparently, fellas, if you're accused of killing 2 teenage girls, it's very important that when you're talking with your wife that you turn your body to face her.
Yeah.
That was some Nancy Grace shit. That was some Nancy Grace. Like, if I've learned anything from Nancy Grace, it's like smile in every picture you take as a man. Because if you're straight faced, your ass will be on the front of like.
Oh yeah, look, he looks terrifying.
He's mean.
Monster. Okay, this part. She said ballistics. Never touching, or the defense's guy, never touching the ballistics himself, just reading. Understanding that she's a simple woman, understand from her point of view why that would be weird. Okay? No, I'm like giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Sticks. Just somebody did what they did and said, oh shit.
Yep.
So, 2:32, that's when they're dead. That's when he leaves. But the van comes in at 2:50, and that's when he's actually scared. And we're just fucking switching around the timeline to fit these all new scenarios. Great.
Correct.
I wonder, and they didn't bring this up, but I wonder if she happened to find out about the van time. Anyway, oh my God, the search results helped her lean guilty. Help.
I
could see someone thinking that was manipulation, gaslighting. I wrote when he was saying, you know me, I could see how somebody who doesn't, I could see how somebody watching that would think, oh, he's trying to gaslight her. We're simple.
But again, that's like the vibe check. Like this is real life,
Right. My favorite part was when they were talking shit, and I don't know who said it, but Someone said, "Oh no, it was Gibbo." Gibbo sent a fucking chat. Gibbo sent a fucking chat, and it was like, and all I didn't write it down word for word, but all he's gonna be so jealous because he can't get an interview. The only interview he can get is with some, I forget who he said, and that lady that unalives cats.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Fuck! And technically, I don't know if they've ever actually had her on.
Who, Erica?
I don't even know if he even has been able to literally have her on a show.
No.
I think she made her own show.
Yeah. I think you got to go to Victims News Online if you want to talk with Erica.
Oh, guys, I love you so much, and I'm having so much fun, but I gotta go watch the debate.
Boo.
I know. I love you all. We'll be back.
Yeah, you think Swalwell's gonna show up with his?
And well, no, because I'm not a victim.
With his pants at his ankles.
I'm not, and I'm not like, oh, look at me. Hey, everyone.
Dude, you'll never be JFK, Eric. Okay.
Never.
You certainly will never be Bill.
Awkward. Wait, can I tell this story?
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
Okay. I mean, I don't care. Wait, guys, before we leave, because I'm about to go watch the gubernatorial debate. I can't say that word right. And this is relative, kind of. The reason why I know that shit about Eric Swalwell is true, okay, is because he was using all the same apps and ways to talk to me, okay? Okay, I won't get into that. However, but I got the ick so bad from him. So bad. Because I got COVID and I was possibly going to go see him, but I got COVID. And so he wanted me to go see him. And I said, no, I'm too sick. And he said, he just kept responding to me. And I was ignoring it because I had fucking COVID, you weirdo. And he sends a video of himself standing in a mirror in a fucking robe, but not just any robe, not like the white robe. I want you to Google Eric Swalwell in a robe. One of the videos they released was him opening a door and like in a robe. And I'm like, that motherfucker, it's true because this fucker is always in a goddamn robe. So he takes a picture of himself in front of the mirror and he's wearing the most feminine fucking robe I've ever seen. It's like silk and black and red, and it's got like a flower pattern on it.
My man said, please take your shoes off at the door.
And then he opened it to show his penis. And the lighting was weird.
Don't defend him. Don't defend him. That's what guys say to you. You're not supposed to say that for them.
No, because okay, let me say why. He opened the robe and I thought it was crooked. I thought it was bent. But I was wrong because one of the people revealed one of his Snapchat pictures when the scandal came out, and it was him in boxers.
Would you do a side by side?
It seemed straight, so I was like, maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe it's not crooked.
Okay, robes for men are like earrings for women.
Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it.
Men think robes are sexy, and they're really, really not. They're actually gross. Don't do a robe.
I don't want to start the rumor that he has Peyronie's disease because I think I saw it wrong. because when he was standing in boxers in that picture, it looked fine. Okay.
It was off angle. How about this? The staffer he had take a picture of it had too much of his booze. It was drinking too much of his booze.
Maybe he's able to straighten it when he takes a picture.
The little Snapchat message comes straighten it out.
He's so messy, guys. He is so messy. I need to do the stream, but I'm having this. It's so funny. He's so messy because he met me at the fucking protest when I was there with my Free Rick Allen sign. He doesn't even know who I am. And I posted a picture with him saying I met my boyfriend Eric Swalwell, and that's how it started because he messaged me on Instagram out of nowhere and started talking to me. And like it led somewhere, like to flirting. And I'm like, I am a fucking random person. I could have said, hey, by the way, this guy running for governor is maybe got a crooked penis, but I wanted to see it. I could have said that months ago. Like, and you're just talking this way to everybody.
I don't know. I'm jealous because he DM'd you, he initiated. When I was younger, I was trying to get into Big Gretch, and she's locked down like a fortress, so I'm jealous. I know. I'm terrible.
Oh God, no. Classic said, should I know who would know?
Eric Swalwell.
Swell crooked. Oh, guys. Right. Okay, now I'm going to go watch the governor's debate that he had to kick himself out of because he rapes women. All right. We got to go.
All right.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.